In the heartland of the free world, where democracy is pitched even higher than Mariah Carey's songs, the dream thrives that anyone can aspire to be anything, including the president. The magic formula?
Money, money, money.
Welcome to dollarocracy, where the guiding ethos is clear and simple.
$1, one vote. As a person, you're worried that there's too much money in politics?
No, I really don't. I think we spend less on our presidential campaigns each year than the country spends on cosmetics.
In dollarocracy, each position gleams with a price tag, and as time ticks by, the numbers keep going up.
The 2020 election cycle is by far
the most expensive election in history.
Nearly $14 billion.
More than double, in fact, what they were for all elections in 2016.
But why is so much campaign money needed? An enormous portion is dumped on advertisements. It's predicted that 70% of political advertising in this year's presidential election will be dedicated to trashing political opponents. This delivers a unique comedic experience for dollarocracy's citizens, leaving late-night show writers green with envy.
White House Senior Living, where residents feel like presidents.
Look, I'm very young, energetic, and handsome. What the hell am I doing this for?
Where does all the money come from? Not many politicians sell their real merchandise to raise funds.
Americans need a Bible in their home, and I have many.
More often, small individual donations trickle in like a leaky faucet, but they are no match for the deluge of funds from big donors, funneled through super PACs and non-profits.
The top 100 donors in the 2022 midterms significantly outspent the 3.7 million people roughly who gave small donations.
We don't have time for each other. We don't have time for the constituents except for the givers.
The identities of those who write hefty checks, however, can be as elusive as Santa Claus on Christmas Eve, thanks to laws that shield their anonymity.
Last election cycle, AIPAC Super PAC spent over $30 million in dark money.
The American Israel Public Affairs Committee is set to spend more than $100 million against progressive Congress members critical of Israeli human rights violations in Palestine.
But we don't know who's speaking in right now.
You may not know who contributes to the organization. The organization that's speaking.
So that's all you need to know. You don't need to know that they're hiding behind their...
Well, the press can find out.
Dollarocracy has also brought about the illustrious K Street. Here, lobbyists hum like bees, tirelessly extracting the sweet nectar of power and influence.
He'd lavish certain congressmen and senators with access to private jets and junkets to the world's great golf destinations.
At the cocktail parties and golf outings, there's no shortage of lobbyists willing to pay for the chance to weekend with a lawmaker.
In 2023, lobbyists went on a spending spree of $1.11 billion. They don't just sweet talk, some practically pen laws. And if that weren't impressive, lobbyists extend invitations to lawmakers to become lobbyists, creating a fascinating revolving door scenario. One moment, a high-ranking official is crafting regulations. The next, they're advising a corporation on how to navigate or sidestep those very rules.
People who have worked in government and go out to the private sector, or people who go from the private sector into government, the revolving door, the reverse revolving door, can be extremely valuable to corporations.
For a former member of Congress, I've seen the salary range go from $1 million to $3 million a year.
It's like a never-ending relay race where the baton passes seamlessly among the select few, showcasing their impressive teamwork, while ordinary citizens watch from the sidelines. In a well-functioning dollarocracy, politicians proudly uphold their integrity by remaining loyal to their benefactors, ensuring that once bought, they stay bought. And thanks to the prowess of the military-industrial complex, the gas, oil and mining complex, and the banking and real estate complex. America has laid claim to an array of economic and societal marvels nowhere else to be found in the world.
America has more guns than people in this country.
Which is the most warlike country on earth, the United States.
They made it okay for the President of the United States to say that climate change was a hoax.
The richest 1% of Americans now has almost 13 times the wealth of the bottom 50%.
And that's what sets dollarocracy apart. Dreams thrive on the sustenance of dollars. Policies form within the confines of penthouses, and citizens serve as the spectators of democracy.